And here is Jeeno. Look at those crowds down the left side of the first. It's the 4-iron for Thitikul, going for the par 5 and 2.
It's a very front pin for these players today. Little tricky.
Back over to Jeeno's third.
Not sat great. 19 yards. Play it like a bunker shot.
She just didn't have much green to work with there, Sophie, did she? That was maybe about as good as she could do. She only had 3 yards there over that bunker.
I wonder if it just pitched on the edge of the start, which is why you're seeing the first group off number 10 there coming down the first fairway, following the final group off number 1. Jeeno now for the birdie.
Nobody's leaving this group right now. Thitikul finished birdie yesterday. This slightly from right to left to make this crowd roar. It is packed here. She's got her own fan club out with her.
Just didn't move as much as she thought it might. So just a par.
Now Jeeno on the tee at the second.
I bet they stand still for this one. The cameras will be out. Driver for Thitikul. Can't reach this bunker on the right-hand side at 292.
Yeah, all players trying to keep it down that left-hand side. It does.
Thitikul getting ready to play here. Sophie?
The wind has freshened up a touch. It's helping. This pin back right, if you miss it right, there's a slope which will take it off the green. 123 yards. It plays 3 yards up the hill. This is pitching wedge for Thitikul. Safe play is left of this back flag.
She manages to find the level, but she will be disappointed with that. We saw her come out just guns blazing yesterday. She could do no wrong, was knocking the flag on the par 5 first.
He's a winner already this year on the LPGA Tour a couple of weeks ago at the Founders Cup, Bradenton Country Club, Bradenton, Florida. Yealimi team moved up at the 7th, so the big hitters can get there with an iron, as you could see. Of course, played so well last year. Nelly taking a bit of a break from the tour, and she will return at the Ford Championship next month. Jeeno Thitikul for birdie.
Reasonably flat put this from the back edge of 2.
Green's running about 12 on the stimp. This leaderboard, still a long way to go, but she's been very, very comfortable so far. This is the eagle putt for Yealimi at number 7.
Yeah, with the tee up there today, I think we'll see a lot more eagle chances. Oh, wonderful from Yealimi.
She's 5 under par for the day through 7. The second eagle of the day on that hole. There was an eagle from Ayaka Foodaway. She's 4 under for the day through 10 holes. Jeeno cleaning up.
I think today's going to be really interesting because our leader has just been really pretty much flawless, but she's got some serious
put out, last to play, so then these fans aren't going to move anywhere. 2 perfect drives so far. Let's see if we can make it 3 in a row. Wind down, a touch from right to left.
I think these 3 are about this. Jeeno
has got to flight this pitching wedge down. There's a tree 20 yards in front of her with hanging branches, so take it the trajectory down and try and move it a touch from left to right.
Still moving backwards, but going to make it a long birdie putt.
It's time now for our Toomey Spotlight. Back to Paddy Tavatanakit. It's the sidecar motorbike taxis I would be wary of.
You weren't keen on that
I wasn't
idea
keen.
last
There
night,
was
were
one
you?
there. We could have taken it after dinner last night.
No.
We chose the vehicle.
I sometimes think you
No,
have to
you
try. You have to try the local things.
I like the we chose the vehicle. You chose the vehicle, Tom.
We were quite up for going in the tuk-tuk, weren't we, Sandy?
Paddy Tavatanakit, this for birdie. Oh, she'll be disappointed in range with an iron on this par 5 and makes a little mess of it around the green. That will be very disappointing. Had such a good run going, well, still has a good run going.
The yardage was for a full 48 degree, and because she had to take it lower, cut it, just took some yardage off it. This one is tricky. You have to send it high up the right-hand side, and then the second half of the putt is significantly downhill, breaking hard from right to left. This would be a great two-putt.
Do you think, Sophie, she maybe should have just taken an extra club for that second shot, just to try and take a little bit of distance, but it's worked out. Oh! What a wonderful putt.
That was exceptional from where she was, and so unlucky. Great putt. So as Sophie said, it'll be a good two-putt from here. She almost holed it. Take a look at this putt. She's got to take it well to her right, across that ridge, and now trickling down. Gosh, it looked good. Well done.
Yealimi has used that long putter for a couple of seasons now, but it's a good use. Didn't like that one. Just fooling her. Now Yealimi got to clean this one up.
A nice putt there from her. That was a great win for her at the Founders.
In major championships, Justin Ray, expert statsman, looked into it. Most holes in one in the last 40 years in the men's game. Scott and Hoke with 3 in majors. In the women's game, clearly Katrina Matthew with 5. So the
177 pin.
Got the distance, but just pushed it a little bit right. Got enough green, I think, to chip that one up.
Back over to Paddy Tavatanakit. Birdie putt at the 8th. Not too far away from the Gulf of Thailand. You could certainly use that boat around here.
Yeah, she's got off to a very good start. Birdies on the first 2 and another one on the 5th. This would make it 4 through the first 8 holes. Also move her up into a tie for 7th.
Paddy says she's feeling more and more comfortable on the LPGA Tour as every season goes by. Now Jeeno to save par.
Just maybe makes this one a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
I think yesterday we saw Jeeno come out of the blocks just on fire. She could do no wrong. Today, just not getting it as close.
Well, Yealimi was in the bunker at the 9th. They're out to here. This is to try and save par.
She must have only just got that on the very edge of that grass area to end up there out of that bunker. Trying to probably be very, very cute with the bunker shot. Just coming up, wait.
We've seen the ball come backwards with the driver off the tee because the fairways have been so soft. Now Jeeno.
It's good that they're cheering for all three of them, isn't it? It's a nice, respectful crowd. Like you said, Tom, these players are all hitting it about 260 through the air. Long hitters.
Good shot.
Like that one. Yeah, they should. Looking at EY though, the player at the
Looking straight down that flag. Great angle from this right-hand side of the fairway. Okay.
back over to Jeeno for birdie.
Yesterday they all went in, and today they're all sliding past at the moment. But we know what she's capable of. Just probably needs that one hole just to make that one good birdie.
Yeah.
Seppi was mentioned.
Yeah, they do. How much is hanging over the edge of that hole? Not enough.
No, Jeeno on the tee at the 6th.
Well, Angel's in the one place you just cannot go. Jeeno hit it in that bunker on the first round. Driver.
Jeeno.
From the upslope here, flag 25 on, 6 from the right-hand side. He's got 125 yards, also pitching wedge. Wants to land this short left of the flag and have it run down.
Excellent shot.
And a better shot from Jeeno. She hasn't actually put too much close. Things happen. And that was, I mean, that's a spectacular 3 from where she was.
Now Jeeno to make her first birdie of the day.
Yeah, who would have thought it? It'd have taken her 6 holes, but remember the 7th hole is reachable, and all 3 of these players, they're positive players, they're aggressive players, and you get the impression that if one drops, it will just keep going. This one, a touch from left to right.
Okay, birdies for the chasers in that final group. And they go to that reachable par 5.
So if you had to be picky, Angel is a touch tight. It was a big tee shot though. Back into some wind here for Jeeno.
Probably one of the first real stray shots we've seen from Jeeno.
So she's going to have to take it over those trees on the right side from there.
It's going to be a little lie dependent, depending just quite how close those. She might have to try and cut something round. Ping off the upslope, which will make it a bit easier.
How about Jeeno? Can she get to the green?
Get the green. 6 iron. It's 195 yards to the pin.
Oh, it's going to come up shy in that bunker. And
It's going to be an awkward. He's got to kind of a couple of little ridges. He's going to have to try and land it just at the top.
on home soil. And how about this one?
At the back of the bunker, got 26 yards. Lies good. We'll look to fly this at least 20. Land it on that back level of this 7th green.
Going to get up there.
That was a Here's Tavatanakit on 11 for birdie to get to 10 under.
That's too bad.
She does, yeah.
Scotland.
I think he won the Scottish Boys at North Berwick, which is my home club.
Jeeno on the tee at 8.
Just going to curtail a 9-iron.
Following Angel's lead with the kick off the right-hand side. I don't think quite what they're...
Under that to go 6 under.
Not as much great break, but very fast.
Did she? Yes. 2 birdies so far for Jeeno, trying to climb her way towards the top of this leaderboard. Trying to get into the mix of being right there. Just has been slightly too far back, but she's got a lot of time left.
Well, the difference now is she's only 3 behind, where before she was 5. And that was quite substantial. And we know once she gets in a roll, she can just start knocking the flagstick out.
Yeah, I think she'll just want to stay in touch, have a
Yes.
chance tomorrow. And then if she can get the ball rolling in the hole with that crowd behind her.
Yeah, it was that stretch from 6. This is Patty Tavatanakit for a birdie at 12. So the final group has reached this difficult 9th tee, and Jeeno Thitikul.
Getting a little vocal out there.
Tell me about it. 393 yards uphill, par 4. It's downwind today. There's one bunker on the right-hand side. It's 250 yards to it, but it is at least 10 yards up the hill.
Not the place you want to be on this 9th hole. It is a difficult green, difficult shot in.
What about Jeeno and this bunker lip in front of her, Sophie?
Well, she had a 7-iron in her hand. She switched out to a 6, which just shows how much of a flyer EY got. She's 10 yards closer. So this is playing 169 yards with that upslope adjustment.
So she's got enough club to get it all the way back there.
Yep.
Both has 2 big mistakes from Thitikul and EY to go long in this hole.
What do you think about that decision?
I think she was perhaps maybe just a little bit too aggressive. I think that the 7 and just play for a par. Sometimes you've just got to realize it's a tough hole. Play just short of the ridge, putt up, make your par.
With 2 players long of the green here. Here's Jeeno with the first one.
Gonna have to slide the lob wedge underneath this. I don't think you can land it on the green. Keep it right of the flag.
How good is that from Jeeno, the world #2, showing why she's so high in the world rankings.
That was a touch of class there from Thitikul. You can see that she's just got her 60-degree wide open, slides underneath it, lands it, just takes the speed off it, landing it on the fringe. and just trickles down to the hole.
She just could not have played that any better and landed in a better spot. Superb.
This was a poor second shot, Sandy.
It was a poor second shot from Paddy Tavatanakit at the 13th, and that one was not a lot better. Trying to be a little delicate with that.
Yeah.
It certainly did.
Now this would be for a world-class up and down for Jeeno Thitikul. Yeah. It just goes to show you were talking about course management and where you should place the ball on that green. That's a prime example of playing.
And here's Tavatanakit for par. Made a little bit too. Oh, she made a bit of a mess of this. The shortest par 4 in the
ninth, maybe she just couldn't get that feel of. It's the same tee shot as on the first, really. You have to hit it straight over a bunker. There's 250 carry with the downslope. That should be no issue. And then if you catch it nicely, you cut off the corner and it scampers down.
Yeah, that one just galloping down the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, that's perfect from Thitikul.
Jeeno.
A switch from full iron to hybrid. It's 212 yards to the flag. It's into the wind, but it's downhill.
It's just a touch too far. Maybe should have stuck with her first club. I think she was maybe just trying to cut that one in a little bit.
Paddy Tavatanakit went out 3 under, 3 birdies. She then birdied the 10th, and now she goes on to birdie the 11th, and that took it.
Yeah, Jeeno has taken a drop from the drain, her third, Sophie.
Playing this with a gap wedge, taking it low, chipping it into the grain just at the front edge.
Oh, it's getting away from it.
How far is that going to go?
And that just shows you the slope on the back of these greens. It looked like it was going to stop and just takes a left-hand turn and continues on.
Missed the fairways, which just make it that bit more difficult.
And Jeeno's been aggressive. Every time she's been in between clubs, she's taken that one more on the par 3, 4th hole, and then we saw her on 9, here into 10. So she's trying to force the issue, but long of these greens is no good. This one from right to left for birdie.
It nearly feels like she's trying to force it.
It does, doesn't it? With all that crowd out there, she's wanting to put on a show for the home fans. But we saw in that first round how she can suddenly just turn it.
Jeeno just cleaning up here. EY looked so solid in the beginning. Angel Yin has been steady today.
If she does happen to push this right, the wind should aid it back into the middle of the fairway.
It's a good one there.
Guys,
no leak
one
right
more,
on that one.
One more shot.
First to play. So up the hill, she's got 114 yards. This is her gap wedge.
Gives her a chance.
a chance. She didn't like it, but by her high standards.
Yeah, she would have liked that a lot closer to the flag and preferably not on that downslope behind the pin.
Ideal for the golf clubs. Out to the 15th, and Paddy Tavatanakit. Tee moved up here.
Yeah, playing 277 to the hole today.
It's a tree on the left, isn't it, that is the problem. It's short, that tree she's just bounced under. Look at this, come on.
That was a fabulous drive.
Be close with the stance there, where she's put that tee down.
Yeah, because when you take relief, you've got to take complete relief. So her feet won't be allowed to be on in the trench.
Jeeno. Well, park there. Yep. So Jeeno's
We've got Tavatanakit here for eagle on the 15th. Up the slope. Good try. Always exciting when they make a par 4 reachable.
interesting. They do it for all 4 rounds. It's something the LPGA wanted to do. We're assuming they'll do it for tomorrow as well.
I think just with the position in the round of the hole as well, with it being the 15th coming on the last day, you know, when you can have that chance of an eagle, just to make up a couple of shots on someone.
Makes it exciting.
All those folks making their way around the tee, we may hear some shouts to try and get people to stop moving, as we've heard all day.
I think the pin positions have been slightly friendlier than yesterday. This one is left. Jeeno.
Yeah, 157. Pin's just in a little kind of bowl here. You can get it in, it goes just released a little bit too much. Coming back though, it's trying to get closer.
Now Jeeno needs to go some to keep up with Angel Yin.
2 cups from left to right. It's slow at the hole.
Well, you said 5 shots. You don't really want to be more than 5 shots back. That is the difference between Angel Yin and Jeeno Thitikul after Angel made birdie. So
I know,
needs to
Angel's
keep in
just kind of
touch.
separating from the field a little bit, giving less people a chance tomorrow unless they can make some birdies.
Here's Paddy Tavatanakit. Oh, yes. That's a 2 at 16. It was a long way back off the tee.
That was. You wonder if that was a slight mishit or a misclub. That's taken her to 6 under for a round and up to 11.
Now Jeeno.
Similar play for Jeeno. Bunkers on the right-hand side, start at 200, finish at 265. She's opted to take more club, 9-iron, 135 yards.
And that was a good shot with the mud on the ball. Safe shot, playing left of the pin, just using that slope a little bit. Sensible shot.
Today, which we had not seen anything close to that over the first couple of rounds. Now Jeeno.
I say this a lot with Jeeno. This one's fast from above the hole, downhill, left to right for birdie.
You can see how much swing was in that putt.
Jeeno's still going to tap in. But players like Jeeno Thitikul, they need to make some birdies here in the closing stages to give themselves a good chance tomorrow. You cannot let Angel Yin get too far ahead today. As you can see, 6 back of the lead.
So much.
17th hole, always a difficult hole on the golf course. Paddy Tavatanakit, second shot. Pin today is on that left side, on the left side of the ridge, straight over the top, and she has gone straight over the top of that flag.
And maybe out of that line.
Yeah, Jeeno.
Well, the crowd's very quiet. That's okay, though.
Maybe the heat's getting to them.
I'd imagine it possibly could. It's very warm out there.
Well, do you know what? There's a little halfway hut to the 14th green. Maybe they've...
Yeah. Hilly, the golf course?
No, not as hilly as this one. But it will be hot and steamy. Paddy Tavatanakit on 17. Long-range putt coming down the hill. I'd have thought that would have turned a little. Got a little wobbly for our, well, former leader.
Yeah, just been a bit of a struggle for her since those first few holes.
Jeeno's got 157 yards, 8 iron.
That was coming in from the good side, out the left there, opened up the green, but she's just really let that leak out to the right. That's not going to be an easy bunker shot.
There's Jeeno's golf ball with...
A lot of artwork on
yeah,
there.
that's quite a lot going on there.
Is that a little pig?
Is that what that is?
Looks like.
It might be one of the pot-marked toys.
Oh, it could
Oh,
be.
yeah, it's her birthday gift. See what you can do. It's quite a deep bunker, this.
Take this into the penthouse. It's got to go high.
Yealimi knows third at 18. Delicate one.
It's nicely played. It's fast down there. The green dropping off at the front. Had to be careful.
Back over to the 14th. Really some shot that Angel Yin played there, Sophie, with her second.
How about that? I mean, if it goes another 3 feet left, it drops down the slope, and she's got a 60-foot birdie putt. It is right on the edge. Yeah. Looking to make.
Yeah, Jeeno for par. Good save, important one.
That's really well done. She has not put a bogey on the card today. Just made 2 birdies. It's a good save.
Here's Yealimi no for birdie on 18 after that chip from the right side. Yes. Nicely done. A nice round of 5 under par, 67.
Yeah, but still, find yourself 10 shots out of the lead.
Yeah.
You see there, she's got an iron in her hand. The caddy is putting away one of her rescue clubs. This is a hard little spot on the green to hit. It's just a small front area. Everything slopes away from it.
Not sure if it just tried to stop there rather than run all the way down.
There it goes.
It's a steep little gully there before the green. It's obviously just right in between clubs. Long's not great on this hole either.
It's a tough call, isn't it, to try. If you can pick your right number and land on such a... Paddy Tavatanakit, this is for birdie. It was a superb little pitch from way down in that slope. -12 for Paddy, a round of 65, just that one blemish on the 13th hole, but there's a lot of birdies there.
Certainly a lot to take away from that round. Maybe just a bit too far back at the moment to challenge tomorrow. Now, Jeeno has... I've got to say, I've never seen...
Yeah, Angel's going, how can it not come down from there?
Jeeno can hit the high cut.
That's a shot you'll see a fair amount of with this back right pin.
Within the group before. Just got to land this just over the bunker, maybe just a couple of yards on the green and let it run down to the hole.
Exactly, 20 yards is your minimum pitch.
That's a pretty good result. Gives herself its birdie since the 4th hole.
Jeeno's got to keep pace if she's going to have any chance tomorrow. This is an important one for her.
Yeah, just a touch right, a little bit right to left. Maybe a couple of balls outside the right. Oh, and it just didn't move.
Just an inch or so after that ball started rolling, it just had a...
Amazing how far that one went past.
This ever important for Jeeno.
Yeah, she can't afford to fall any further behind. With Yin in there with a very good birdie chance.
Said she kept her mind so quiet at times this week, which is why she's been putting so well. Gonna have to do that tomorrow and start working that putter right out of the gates. But it's been pretty still out there, hasn't it, Sophie?
Agreed, yeah. With this being 5 yards off the right, that's what makes it come in more to the play in play with this flag location. 6-iron also here for Thitikul.
Okay, just into the heart of the green. You're always just slightly wary of not wanting to miss that right. Sophie said it's just cut.
Finding it tough going out there in these conditions and trying to stay hydrated and make sure she doesn't really have any issues of lacking concentration. 6 under on the final 4 holes this week so far. Jeeno could do with making a few more birdies here because she's got to try and close that gap. She's 7 back of the lead right now, Sophie.
And remember the last time these two played with each other, it was the CME, the finals, and Jeeno came in strong those last few holes and swiped the championship away from Angel, so she knows all about the young Thai. This one, so quick, she knows it, also from left to right.
That is getting away. Not an easy second putt. Area to hit.
And to get it to land so softly.
Yes.
Jeeno with this one for par. Okay. Stays at 14 under. Going to be a tough task tomorrow to make it 3 wins in 3 starts. Don't write her off just yet. Hasn't dropped a shot in 21 holes.
It's going to be interesting tomorrow's front nine stop. Golfers.
Yes, and they've been very enthusiastic today. It's great to see there'll be plenty of people out here tomorrow. This is Jeeno now for a birdie.
So very fast, breaking hard from left to right.
This might need it hitting as well.
You would have to think they would have to turn towards the hole there.
Especially as it was losing pace. I mean, she likes this hole. She'd birdied it the first 2 days.
Such a good putt. That will fall as we're looking at left to right. Look at that, just the 2 birdies. No bogeys on the card today. Frustrating day, though.
Sophie was saying how great the partnership has been between these two.
And it's been another story of the day in the fact that it's been Aki, Jeeno, Angel in that order in terms.
Another issue is that they have a lot of rain here. This is the dry season in Thailand, but we still had an inch of rain on Wednesday. Very localized. No other rain during our time here, but just a few miles away they'll have a downpour when it's dry here. Jeeno is in good shape.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Jeeno next, 204 yards to the flag, but add another 20. Hybrid.
Where Jeeno's left it, you could just see her signalling with her body there. She was just trying to pull it back online. No damage done.
That's a good lead.
Yeah.
Should leave quite a nice chip there.
Bird.
And I think the reason for all 3 of these shots is because of the waiting. I think you'd have seen a lot better efforts if they hadn't waited 10 minutes for this green. Jeeno's got the best leave here. She's on the right level of the flag. She'll just want to work this one up the right hand side. It breaks about 5 feet on her.
Nice little hop towards the hole. Good try.
Beautiful touch by Jeeno Thitikul.
That'll be to get to 15 under. What do you think? Just a bit too far back?
No, I think that's still definitely got a chance. I mean, we saw how quickly it flip-flopped from EY to Yin. From she was 3 behind, 3 ahead. I think if you're within 5, 6 shots.
I think for Jeeno, just a frustrating day. You know how aggressive she can be. And
Time low on the LPGA, playing in her 9th season. Back-to-back rounds of 8 under. There's some going. Jeeno.
To get within 6. Must make.
Yeah. Well, there's a chance tomorrow. Those folks watching on would love to see it happen. There'll be a tremendous amount of support for Jeeno Thitikul tomorrow. They will come out to watch their country's own 22 years of age, turned 22 on Thursday.